So this is a presentation that I gave at an ICCOC conference for spring 2012, and it just is one way to relay lecture material to online students, and it's a way that I commonly go through. Basically, my lectures are on PowerPoint slides. I use Camtasia to capture the lecture as an add-in, and then with Camtasia creates an MP4 file. That MP4 file I upload as a YouTube video, and then my chapters have 8 to 10 to 15 different segments for a chapter. So then I combine those segments for one chapter into a playlist, and then I embed a link to that playlist on my online course. And so I know it's a lot, but to do for one presentation, especially if you are somebody that's unfamiliar with most of these aspects or any of these aspects, but I kind of wanted to go ahead and show this process that I use quite a bit, and in case others want to use it. Now, notice that as I explain this process, there are all sorts of variations. For instance, Camtasia is great at capturing screen captures. It's a video, and there are all sorts of possibilities there. You don't have to use PowerPoint, is my point there. Once the MP4 file is created, I'll just kind of refer you up to here. Once the MP4 file is created within Camtasia, you don't have to upload it to YouTube. You actually can go ahead and link this directly in your course, or I guess you'd have to upload it to your course. You don't have to use a playlist. You can go ahead and embed those individual video links in your course. You don't have to assemble them as a playlist. All sorts of possibilities. So I'm just what I've done is basically have screen captures here and highlighting various things. So this is highlighting Windows and Microsoft PowerPoint. You open PowerPoint, and you will have to have uploaded Camtasia to your computer, and then I don't ask me how I did this because I couldn't tell you right offhand, but you have to make it as an add-in to your PowerPoint. It's not too hard these days. And so under add-ins, when you click that slide, you'll go ahead and you get you'll get Camtasia options under your add-ins PowerPoint. And so one of the first things that I do is click on my recording options within add-ins in PowerPoint. And your recording options, you want to make sure that this is selected, record audio. And if you've done much with recording audio, you know that you want to kind of tap your mic to make sure that it's working fine, and you'll see this bar kind of change colors and get longer. Now, what I usually have to do is to go into Advanced and I'm using this RevoLab microphone, so I have to go into Advanced. I know we usually don't go into Advanced, and select this particular microphone. Now, most laptops have microphones built in, and it's just I prefer to use this one. Then you go ahead, and I didn't highlight this, but you have to click OK and then OK. Close out of those windows, and then I want to highlight in the add-ins tab. You want to make sure that this is selected, this record audio. I've had things not work before just because this was not selected in PowerPoint. It needs to record audio, and then you're ready to go ahead and record. So you want to make sure at this point that you're on the slide that you want to start on. And so launch recording, and then it will open up your PowerPoint like you're going to do a presentation. Notice right off the bat that it doesn't start when you click that record button in add-ins. You'll come to this screen, and so now you'll have another option to click to begin recording. And so of course that's what you want to click. And I have not ever necessarily deselected show this tip again. So this tip keeps coming up. I noticed recently that I could make it stop coming up, but this is just, don't worry about this if you get this recording performance tip. I always just say close. Okay. then at that point you are recording. And if you ever want to stop recording, hit escape. Like if you mess up, which I do. Actually, one of the things I want to share with you is if you listen to any of my YouTube videos, you know that I don't go for perfection, but you can go ahead and escape and bail out of a recording and start over again if you want. But let's just say that you do your whole recording, your whole PowerPoint presentation, and you're done. You hit escape, and then this option will come up. Of course, you want to hit stop recording. It's kind of nice because if for some reason you do want to continue recording, skip to something else, or it's worked out quite fine for me within a PowerPoint presentation to leave the PowerPoint presentation and to go to the internet and to show something and to come back. But let's just say you want to continue recording, you can do that. And within Camtasia, you can actually segment sections, like dead sections, and edit them out. But you'll want to stop recording when, assuming that you're done. And then you'll need to save file as. And organizing files is a personal thing, and I've got a file that's just for my Camtasia recordings, and under that I have, as you can see, another file called ICCOC Spring 2012, and then you need to name the file. So Camtasia to YouTube is what I named this one. Go ahead and click Save, and then it will come up to this screen. And you are going to want to select, I think by default, well, maybe nothing's selected. Now my memory's a little hazy now, but I'm pretty sure that edit your recording might be selected, or no, I think it's open. So select edit your recording and then say OK. Now it's going to leave PowerPoint now and take you to Camtasia. And again, you have to have this on your computer in order for, well, you've had to have it on your computer in order to use it as an add-in too, I suppose. So this is what it will come up to by default. And I didn't highlight it, but this right here, this preset, I usually pick the web preset. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if that's just kind of, it's picked web as the default setting because that's what I usually use. So I am one that doesn't tweak things. I take them by, like I said, kind of default settings. So you're in Camtasia, go ahead and click OK, and then it will open up your editor, your Camtasia editor. And I don't know if you can see this very well, but along the bottom here is kind of your timeline showing you the capture, the video capture. This is your raw recording up here. Now, about the only thing I do on a regular basis is to mess with the audio enhancement. And everything else I just, unless I need to edit out a segment, I just leave it alone. So under audio enhancements, what I've found I like to do is to do two things. Click remove the noise, and I let it do it, automatically detect what should be considered noise. And then I go ahead and select even out volume levels. And there's a high, medium, or low, and I usually go with medium, and then I click OK. And that's my audio enhancements, and that's about all the editing I do. Like I said, I'm not after perfection because I want to kind of crank these out, and people can take them or leave them. After you've clicked OK, it'll come back to this the main editing page, and now you're ready to produce your video. So produce video as, and then you'll see this screen. And there's a lot of next at this point. I just leave it the web. That's what I had it before. And I'm producing my video now. And you click next. And then on this slide, or excuse me, this screen, you can be sure and name it something descriptive. And notice I go chapter, and this is one of my meteorology video segments in chapter 5. So I go chapter 05. It's my second one, so I give it a B designation, and then I kind of describe it, cloud types. And I think that's it. I usually kind of leave everything else. Now here, I didn't mention it, I don't have it highlighted, but there's a little folder here, and you want to make sure it goes to the right folder. A really common thing that I do is when I switch units, I forget to change my folder designation. So you might need to monkey with that. But once you have the name and make sure the folder designation is fine, click Next. And then you'll come to this screen and click Finish. Camtasia used to take a lot longer than it does now. I think I don't know if you used to use Camtasia, one of the things I think it just took forever. But once you click Finish, it will begin to render your project, okay? And it'll give you a progress, that sort of thing. Now, one of the things I found out is that if you have another PowerPoint presentation you want to record, you can go ahead and begin doing that, even though, because that's in PowerPoint, and your Camtasia add-in doesn't conflict with your Camtasia rendering the project, which is kind of nice. So you kind of let that stew, and when that's done, okay, and so don't click the cancel button. I didn't put an arrow there, so don't click the cancel button. Okay, and when that's done, if you've chosen web as how you want your Camtasia produced, what it has done or will do is to create an assortment of files. I don't know if you can see all these files here. Now it looks like a lot. I have 1, 2, 3 files that have my name, my chapter 05B cloud types, and then I have like a few miscellaneous files down here, and they are all under one new folder. That was where I told it to be produced. So, like I don't know. In the old, way back a few years ago, with the ICCOC, when we wanted to upload this to our course, we had to kind of, zip all this stuff up and then point to an executable or the HTML file. Nowadays, what I'm going to show you now, if you weren't familiar with that, forget I even said that, because what I want to highlight is that there's only one of those that you need to upload. Okay, so you